They say love never really leaves you, it just changes its address. I learned that the day I saw him again, 6 years after I watched him disappear on a train out of Denver. And what happened after changed everything I thought I knew about love. It was 2017, the kind of late September morning when the Colorado air feels sharper than your own heartbeat. We were standing on the platform at Denver Union Station, sunlight bouncing off the glass roof, the city just waking up. He was leaving for Los Angeles, film school, his dream. I told him I was proud, but my chest ached like something was being pulled out of me. I tried to smile when he hugged me, but I couldn't. His hands were shaking. He whispered, "It's just a few months. I'll be back before you even notice." The whistle blew, and then he was gone. I stood there long after the train vanished. The city noise came back slowly, taxis, chatter, coffee cups clinking. But all I could hear was the echo of that promise. The first few weeks were full of texts, calls, even late-night video chats. He'd show me the view from his apartment near Santa Monica, palm trees, the sound of the Pacific in the background. I'd tell him about my bookstore job downtown, about the quiet evenings when I'd read poetry by Sylvia Plath just to feel something real. But then the calls got shorter, the texts slower. Sometimes I'd wait all day for a good morning that never came. I blamed the time difference, the distance, anything but the truth. It happened on a cold January night. I was closing the bookstore when my phone buzzed. A photo from a friend in LA. It was him, at a rooftop party, holding someone else's hand. I remember dropping my keys. The sound felt louder than the whole city. He didn't deny it. He said, "It's not what it looks like." But sometimes that line hurts even more than a confession. I deleted his number that night, but I couldn't delete the way he made coffee, or the way he said my name like it was a prayer. 6 years later, I was living in Chicago. I'd built a life, a small apartment overlooking the river, a job teaching literature at a community college. I thought I was fine, until one afternoon, I got a letter. A real letter, not a text. The handwriting was unmistakable. It was from him. He said he was coming back to Denver, that he was sorry, and that he'd been carrying something he needed to tell me in person. My hands trembled. I told myself I wouldn't go, but curiosity and something else that I didn't want to name pulled me back to Colorado. Union Station looked the same. The coffee shop, the marble floors, even the same smell of espresso and train dust. And there he was, sitting by the window, older, quieter, eyes still the same blue that haunted me. He stood up when he saw me. Neither of us spoke for a long time. Then he said, "I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because I found out I was sick, and I didn't want you to see me like that." I couldn't breathe. He told me about the treatments, the recovery, the long years of trying to forget the only person who never stopped living in his mind. I wanted to be angry, but all I felt was grief for the time we lost. We spent the next few days talking, walking through old streets, laughing about things that used to hurt. It almost felt like the world had given us a second chance. Until the night before I left Denver. He handed me an envelope. Inside was a plane ticket to Los Angeles. He said, "Go see the ocean for me. I can't go back there." I didn't understand. Not at first. Then I saw it. The hospital bracelet on his wrist, half hidden by his sleeve. He smiled. That same soft, infuriating smile. He said, "I wanted you to have the goodbye I couldn't give you last time." The next morning, he was gone. No note, no trace. Just that ticket and the memory of his voice. It's been 3 years since then. Sometimes when I hear a train whistle at night, I still imagine him on the other side of it, waiting for me somewhere between Denver and the Pacific. Love doesn't always ask forever. Sometimes it just asks to be remembered. And that's my story. If you've ever had to let go of someone you still dream about, share this video with someone who'll understand. And subscribe, because next time I'll tell you another story, one that proves love never truly disappears. It just changes form.